every 45 seconds, a vehicle is stolen. And over a third of those thefts don't happen in a parking lot or on some dark street. They happen right outside the victim's home. Why? Because the thief followed them there. Think about that for a second. Someone trailing you, watching where you live, waiting for the perfect time to strike. Now let's flip it around. Imagine you're driving and you notice a car behind you. They've been there a little too long. They switch lanes when you do. They even slow down when you slow down. Suddenly your stomach drops. Are they following you? In this video, I'm gonna walk you through exactly what to do in that situation. These aren't random internet tips. They're strategies used by police, FBI profilers, and security experts. They can save your life in a pinch. And at the end, I'll share bonus tricks that make your car look like the absolute worst target so criminals skip right past you. The very first thing is not to panic. You don't want to convince yourself something is happening when it's not, but you also don't want to ignore that voice in your head. Instinct is powerful, and if you feel watched, there's usually a reason. So how do you know for sure? If you're driving in the city, try the 4 turns trick. Make 4 right turns or 4 left turns. That puts you right back where you started, driving in a circle. Nobody does that unless they're lost, or unless they're following you. If the same car is still in your mirror, you've got your answer. On the highway, it's even easier. Most people drive with purpose. They stay in their lane, move forward, and avoid losing time. But a stalker will imitate your moves. So slide over to the slow lane and ease off the gas. Nobody voluntarily crawls on a highway. If the car does the same, you know something's wrong. Another trick, pretend you're about to take an exit ramp, then swerve back at the last second. Whoever copies you isn't just another driver, they're locked onto you. Here's another clever move. Head into an automatic car wash. It's open, public, and gives you a few minutes to see if that car circles back or waits outside. But once you've confirmed you're not imagining things, the next step is critical. Your gut reaction will be simple. Get home. That's human instinct. We crave safety, so we run to the place we feel safest, our house, our family, our friends. But that's the worst move you can make. Why? Because right now, the person tailing you doesn't know your address. The moment you lead them there, you've given them a map. Even worse, you've just put your loved ones at risk. Many burglaries, break-ins, and violent confrontations happen because someone followed the victim home. So resist the urge. Don't go to your house. Don't even go to your office or a friend's place. Instead, steer towards somewhere public and safe. Police stations and fire stations are perfect. They're staffed 24/7, and nobody in their right mind follows a victim straight into one. If those aren't nearby, look for alternatives. A gas station, a busy shopping plaza, a crowded restaurant. The key is visibility and people. Criminals hate witnesses, but as you search for that safe spot, there's a trap you need to avoid. When you're being followed, every street suddenly feels like a setup. And here's where most people make the mistake. They duck into a small road, hoping to lose their tail. Bad idea. Dead-end streets, dark alleys, parking garages, these are perfect ambush zones. Once you're inside, there's only one way out, and the follower controls it. Instead, stay on roads you know well. Stick with areas that have multiple exits and good lighting. Familiarity gives you an advantage. You'll know which turns to take and which shortcuts lead back to safety. At red lights, keep a buffer between you and the car in front. Experts call it the tire and pavement rule. Stop far enough back that you can see the rear tires of the car ahead touching the road. That gap means if someone gets out of their car to approach you, you have room to swerve and escape. But sometimes, stalkers don't wait for red lights. Sometimes they force the situation by hitting your car. And that's when your next decision could determine everything. Picture this. You're at a stop sign, and suddenly, bang, the car behind you bumps your bumper. The driver jumps out, hands waving, shouting apologies. Instinct tells you to get out, inspect the damage, exchange insurance. But if you're already suspicious, this is a trap. Stalkers and carjackers use this trick constantly. They don't want your fender, they want you. And here's the golden rule. No matter what happens, stay in your car. Lock the doors, roll the windows up, and don't open them even a crack. Your car is a steel cage. It's your safest spot. The moment you step out, you lose that barrier. Another trick criminals use is the Good Samaritan move. Someone pulls up beside you, pointing frantically at your car, your tire, your trunk, your taillight. They want you to panic, jump out, and check. But think, modern cars tell you if something's wrong. Warning lights flash, sensors beep. Your dashboard is your first source of truth, not a stranger on the street. So ignore the waving, ignore the shouting, and keep moving until you're safe. Once you've avoided the fake accident and the fake concern, the next step is about putting distance between you and the stalker. Your goal now is simple: lose them, but you want to do it smart. The best places to shake a tail are streets with traffic busy, but not gridlocked. Too much traffic traps you, too little leaves you exposed. In the right kind of flow, you can use other cars as cover. Slip between lanes. Let vehicles slide between you and your follower. Take advantage of traffic lights. They're the perfect chance to let the pursuer get stuck while you move ahead. And here's the silver lining. Criminals following victims often drive recklessly. Studies show they speed, swerve, and make sloppy turns trying to keep up. That means they're more likely to get pulled over or crash into someone else, and the moment that happens, you're free. But don't celebrate too soon, because there's one more step that ensures real safety. This is the part too many people skip. They think, well, I lost him, I'm fine now. Not true. Calling the police is essential. First, it documents the incident. Second, it puts trained eyes on the situation. Third, it deters stalkers from trying again. And don't overthink it, you won't get in trouble for a false alarm. Police would rather check it out than ignore a potentially dangerous pursuit. Here's how to do it safely. Don't make it obvious. No staring into your mirror, no holding your phone up. Use a Bluetooth headset or speaker mode so your hands stay free. Give precise info. License plate, make, model, color, location, and any unique details. If they peel off in panic, great, you've still done the right thing. If they keep following, even better, the cops will know exactly who to stop. But what if your phone is dead? If you can't call, don't panic, you still have options. Drive straight to a police station, fire station, or even a military base. These are high security spots nobody will follow you into. If those are too far, pick a crowded restaurant, supermarket, or gas station. Anywhere with cameras and people. Step inside, borrow a phone, and make the call. Remember, criminals want control. The more eyes on you, the less control they have. But sometimes, stalkers don't just tail you quietly, they turn aggressive. And that's when you need real defensive driving. If the pursuer escalates, trying to force you off the road, swerving into you, or chasing hard, you need to fight smart, not reckless. Rule 1, stay on busy roads. Darkness and isolation give them the advantage. Crowds give you cover. Rule 2, use lane changes. Weave enough to force them into risky maneuvers. Let traffic become your shield. And if they ram you, here's a counterintuitive trick. Brake check them. When they're right on your bumper, a sudden brake forces them into heavier damage. It hurts their car more than yours, and it might scare them off. Whatever you do, keep moving. Your destination is safety, not winning the chase. But even if you lose them, don't make this next mistake. The coast looks clear. You're finally breathing again, but it's still not time to relax. Why? Because criminals are patient. Even if you shook them off, they might have planted a tracker on your car. Tiny GPS devices like AirTags are cheap and almost invisible. And 80% of stalkers use electronic methods at some point. So don't go straight home. Take a few extra laps around your neighborhood. Stop at the police station for a quick sweep. Better safe than sorry. Remember, the real danger isn't just tonight. It's what they learn about you for the next time. And that's why prevention matters. So here's the checklist burned into your memory. Confirm if you're followed. Never lead them home. Don't get cornered. Stay inside your car. Use traffic as cover. Call the police. Stay safe even if your phone dies. Drive smart in a hot pursuit. Never go home until you're certain you're clear. And layer that with simple, visible habits that scream too much trouble to any criminal. Most people ignore their instincts until it's too late. Don't be one of them. Because the real question isn't, what if someone follows you? It's, would you even notice if someone was following you right now?